I've made so many mistakes with this tunnel. You know, you get a tunnel and it's like, yeah, you put it up, you plant in it, everything's great. Not the case. Let me tell you, things bolt in here so quickly. Like, I am not gonna have any broccoli because it has bolted. And my cauliflower right beside it is doing fine. You know, it's growing like it should. It's not bolting. Then we have the bok choy. The milk bok choy bolted so quickly, but the purple bok choy is doing fine. It's gonna need picked before it does bolt, but it's got more of a bolt threshold, I'm assuming, whatever that. So I planted more, and everything else is fine. The lettuce in here bolted like overnight. We have been having some water issues where the water seeps in from like right about here. You can see it and you can actually hear it squishing. So we need to add more mulch, wood chips. Let me show you out here. So we've had to dig this trench twice. Dug it over here the first time, and then closer to it the next time. But all of our water, you know, comes from up here, slightly elevated. So we dug 2 trenches to help fix it. Now what does one do when I have so many problems with the first one? Well, we build a second one. But this time, it's getting raised beds. It is going to have raised beds in it. We're going to see how that grows. And it's quite large. I'm going to do raised beds all the way around, and then in the middle here too. So those are not even close to being done. With it raining on and off so much, hard to get the outside stuff done, so you work on the inside. So some of my problem areas I think I had was, number 1, I didn't apply enough compost, enough dirt onto my rows. They was getting really shallow roots. As we try not to till in here as a no-till bed, we needed probably at least 9 inches on top of this. So I'm coming in and adding more now from the compost that we have. Now that we have the water issue halfway controlled. I like to have it all the way. We will eventually, but we really do need to plant in here also. So this half right here, well, not even, about 25 foot, would keep wet. So I have leeks over here, things that really like the damp, wet areas, you know, celery. And then as we move back, I'm now using soaker hoses for that back there because I'm not sure about the drip irrigation. I've never worked with it, and so soaker hoses just seem like they're easier to maintain for one person. And also on top, the green, we have a mister hoses that we got at a thrift store for $3 a piece. I got 2 50-foot ones, so I have enough for the whole tunnel. And when it gets really hot in here, we turn those on for a bit and it cools it down almost instantly. But that is the game plan now. These 2 rows here is going to be tomatoes and cucumbers. And I'm going to lay some weed fabric down with the holes and plant in those to help retain some more moisture for both of those crops. So let me tell you, I was beating myself up about this tunnel. I hated the fact that I spent so much time planting in here and just working in here and nothing coming out that was, you know, usable. So it takes a toll on you if you put so much love and energy into something you know you can do, and then, you know, you add just a tweak, thinking you're making it better, but there's a lot of difference. Now I watch and study different people that are using the tunnels, market gardening and everything, and they make it look so easy. It's not. And the one thing I had to realize is that this is the first year, the first season, growing season, that I have been in a tunnel, ever worked in one. So I am learning everything that all the others that have been working in the tunnel since like they came out learned a long time ago. The seasons are different inside one tunnel than it is outside. I'm not telling you all this to keep you from getting one or growing in a greenhouse. I have a little greenhouse. I've grown in it for years, and I know sometimes of those years I couldn't because it was too hot or too cold or what have you. But I'm going to figure this out because I know outside in my beds, those are growing great. And I know I can grow food. It's just trying to find that happy medium. It's like you was living in one zone and overnight you moved to a completely different zone, planting zone, and you're still gardening in the previous zone. Well, I wanted to come on here and tell you just a little bit of these things that I have learned so far in half of a season of growing in this tunnel. Now, yes, I wintered a lot of stuff over in here. Yes, it went bad as soon as it got warm. Now, mind you, our spring has been a lot warmer, like 15 to 18 degrees warmer on an average day than normal. So that's not normal. Like, what's normal anymore? Who knows? We have got to figure it out, adjust accordingly, and we will. The main thing is you see on YouTube people doing something that you want to do, and it looks so easy to them. To you on that, you know, that taping, that video that they're showing you how to do this, and what they don't tell you is how many years it took them to perfect that way. So don't be hard on yourself. If you're growing something for the first time and it doesn't grow, or it bolts, or you didn't know it needed that much water or that less water, don't be hard on yourself. I've been growing food since my kids was babies, and the tunnel this year, not really a whole lot, but you know, I've had some bok choy that come out of there that was really good. Other than that, it wasn't, it was bitter, it bolted, but I'm gonna work it out, and I'm gonna get the hang of it, just like you will. So hang in there. Main thing is, don't give up. We're all in this together. Not everybody's been growing for years and years and years. Not everybody takes it up so easily, so quickly. Gotta figure it out, and that's the best way to learn. The best way to succeed is doing it yourself. So if you're worried about if it will grow or if it won't, grow it anyways. What's the worst that can happen? You lose a couple dollars worth of seeds. But the best thing that can happen is you'll gain a whole bunch of food and $10 to $12 worth of seeds if you save your seeds too. Alright y'all, those are my trials on the tunnel. That's what I'm gonna do to try to fix it. And I hope y'all have learned something. If not, learn from my mistakes. I got a whole bunch of soaker hoses I need to put on in there now. So I'm gonna get to that. I hope y'all have a great day, and I hope y'all come back.